Wow, the people that made it to the very last speaker. You're the leaders that we're looking for in this business. We're looking for the serious people that want to stay in the seats until the very last drop, right? The people leaving early, going back to the room because I want to get ready for the party. Those are the people you have to identify on your team. Who are the ones doing that? Okay? Because it's the ones in the seats who are going to take you to that next level. It's the ones who in the seats who have the bigger dreams. So I want to say thank you first. I'm full of gratitude right now for all of you in your seats. And I'm going to respond back to you with some incredible training right now. If you give me the next 15 minutes, I hope it could change the face of your business. So I want to talk to you guys today about building in depth, building with intention. This was a principle that I learned very early on in my career as I started to research the top leaders in the industry, the top leaders worldwide, and what they were doing to create a stable business that can become a legacy that they can one day hand to their children. We're not trying to build a business once and then watch it wither into nothing. We're trying to build a business once and watch it last forever. Because I don't know about you guys, but this is something I want to give to my children. And if you guys are serious, you guys can do the same thing. So I want to talk to you guys about the Taproot. Now, most of you probably have never heard of a taproot, but first I'm going to explain to you what an actual taproot is. The taproot is the root system of a tree. It's the largest, most central root system that's responsible for carrying all the life nutrients to the tree to keep it alive. It's responsible for carrying all the water throughout the limbs to keep the tree alive. It's from this root system that other roots sprout laterally into the ground. It's what keeps the tree stable. The deeper the root system goes into the ground, the bigger the tree is above ground. And the same exact magic that works in the tree system works in our network marketing business. There's a question you have to ask yourself constantly. That question is, how deep are my roots? It's not about what your business looks like above the ground in front of everybody's eyes, but it's about how deep your business grows. It goes beyond what people see. It's about what you do and how deep you grow your business. Because the deeper you grow your business, the more depth you have to your organization, the bigger your tree is going to be, the bigger your business is going to be. When you look at the people walking across this stage, the people that have the incredible stories, the incredible testimonies, and the incredible success, those are the people that have depth, real depth in their business. Now, I want to talk to you guys about the difference between these two ways of building your business. Building on the surface versus building in depth. A lot of people don't do this the right way. They get mixed up in their feelings because they want to go too fast, they want to go too far, too quickly, and they fail this first step. Most people have the wrong way of thinking when building their business. They just want to only work with the people they've personally sponsored. Or get this, they want to only work with the people in their pay range, the people they make check match off of. They only want to work with the people on their pay leg. But what they don't understand is the people they think they don't make money off of are the people that are helping the people they're making money off of. If it weren't for the people in the 5th level or the 10th level or in the 15th level or the 20th level working this business, having big dreams, showing up here, the people on their 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th level, even up to the 7th, would not be making any money. They would not have any business. This business is about building depth, building true relationships in depth. When you only work with the people on the surface, the day those people decide to leave this business, the day those people decide to leave this industry, is the day you will lose everybody else beneath them. Because there's no relationship there. There is no depth to your business. There's no reason that those people would want to stay. They don't even know who you are. You've never helped them. You've never reached out to them. You've never ever picked up the phone and called them. You've never met them face to face to shake their hand or take a picture or even to say thank you. How deep are my roots? That's something I focus on every single day, every week, every month in my business. I want every single person in my organization, it's the same exact mentality you should have. I want every single person in my organization to feel like I'm their family. like I'm their best friend, like I personally sponsored them. That's the feeling that everybody should have when they meet you on your team, no matter how deep, no matter what leg, no matter how many levels of matching bonus you're making. Because it's because of those people that you are even in the place you are today. Building in depth, that's where it's at. It's about helping people help people to help people. How deep are my roots? Everybody repeat, how deep are my roots? That's the magic question. And this is how we taproot. Taprooting is just about meeting people, sharing your business, sharing your excitement, and getting someone to say yes to our business, and then helping them do the same thing. Sponsoring a brand new person and sitting down with them while they put together their list, the basics of the business, asking them this week to put some people in front of you, people you trust, people you love, people you know, people you'd want to build a business with. Put them in front of me. Let's do this together for your first few times. Let me show you how to show the plan. Introduce me. Introduce me to your friend. How did you guys meet? Let's show them the business. Right? It's about helping people accomplish those first couple steps so they can introduce people to the business. And then it's about going another level deeper and repeating that with the next person and with the next person. It's about getting every new people who joins your business to put people in front of you so they can shadow you, so they can see how this business is done by you doing it in front of them, for them, so they have an example to follow. But what happens is, as you continue to do this over and over and over again in the depth, you start to meet people you never knew you never knew. You meet a friend of a friend of a friend of a business partner, of a family member, of someone who lives 500 miles away who wants this business more than the person you enrolled. That's how you identify leaders. You go to a meeting for somebody who introduces you to somebody who does a meeting, who introduces you to someone who invites you to their office to meet all of their employees because they want to give people a bigger chance. And you identify another leader. How deep are my roots? How deep will I go? This business is about leverage. It's not about who you know, it's about who they know. If you don't think you know enough people, I know you know 2 people. And from 2 come another 2, and come another 10, and come another 2, and come another 10. It's just about depth. From person to person to person, you continue this journey until you identify someone new, someone who wants it more than they did, someone who wants it more than you did. And that's how you identify leaders. One example, just using someone on my team. 10 years ago, I enrolled a guy named Tom. And Tom was this big network marketing leader in Europe. He told me about his story and how many years he'd been in the business. He told me about his organization of thousands of people that spanned across the entire EU and more. He told me about everything he was going to do. He told me about how great the opportunity could be for him if we bring our company to his country. He said, hey, I can pick up the product here and I can deliver it here. And he told me about everything he was going to do. He was that excited. And he joined me. And he enrolled his friend, who I'd met and built a relationship with. And without Tom, I met Mike, and I would go travel throughout Germany and throughout Europe, working with Mike, doing meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. And he built this big organization. He introduced me to his friend named Tom, who I built a relationship, another level deep. And I traveled with him, and I'd work with him, even without Mike, and even without Tom, and I built a relationship. And through him, a young kid, 23 years old, shows up to my meeting one day named Danian. And he comes into the meeting, not to join my company. He was already in another company. He came to meet new prospects at my meeting. But he ended up falling in love with my meeting and the way I did the business and how I keep the business simple and my story, because I was 26 years old at that time. And he joined my business. And nobody paid attention to Danian. Everybody wrote him off because he was this young kid, but I saw something in him. I saw his determination. I saw his grit. I saw how bad he wanted it. And I worked with him. And I did meetings. And I remember staying in his little cottage, his little 1-bedroom house that he shared and rented from somebody who owned the bigger house in front. He had 1 bathroom and 1 bedroom. It was like a little hotel room. And he would work, and he'd go across the street and do meetings at this restaurant and invite people. He would do one-on-ones every day. And every month I would go back to Germany to help him, to put time into him, to build the relationship. And I always told him where he was going, not where he was. And one day, Tom, the guy that I enrolled, he had a big ego. He was always good at scaring his team away. He never wanted anyone to do better than him. He didn't understand how leadership worked, right? And he got Mike to quit the business. He scared off his best guy, right? And then later, because Mike quit, Michael quit. And then Tom left because he said, there's a bigger opportunity over here that's new, right? And Danian stayed. Why? Because of the relationship. Because my roots went deeper than Mike, right? Than Tom or Mike or Michael, but all the way through Danian, and still today, all the way in depth, many levels beneath. And if it wasn't for me growing my roots deep, I wouldn't have the business I have today. I wouldn't be on the stage being able to teach you this simple principle today. There are many more stories that I have in my business that are just like that one. The leaders are not identified on the surface, they're identified in the depth, sometimes 4 levels, 5 levels, 10 levels, 20 levels deep. That's where leadership is. It's deeper than you think. How deep are my roots? We have the perfect compensation plan for this method of building. If you're helping people help people, introduce people to the business, if people are sponsoring people, and their people are sponsoring people, and you're going deeper and deeper, the entire team is excited. People are being placed beneath people because of the magic of the binary, and everybody's excited. The team is growing, the meetings are filling up, the meetings are going on, the pictures are being thrown across your WhatsApp groups. The excitement is there. There's a fire in the basement. That's what it's about, creating the fire in the basement. But we have the perfect business for that, the perfect compensation plan. Because of the binary and because of what I'm teaching you right now, if you could build your business in depth, everybody wins. And how great is it when everybody wins in network marketing? The key is to stay at the bottom with the newest, most excited people. Every time a new person enters your organization, whether you sponsor them or not, no matter where they are, they're part of your organization. You have a responsibility. You have an opportunity there to go meet a new person, to go introduce yourself. Hey, I noticed you just joined our team. Did you join because you're excited about the products, or are you excited about the products and the business? Let them answer you. If they're excited about the products, say, hey, great. Do you mind if I keep you on my phone list so as we roll out new products, I can share them with you and introduce you to more? That'd be great. Okay, great. It was great meeting you. If they say, I joined through a friend and I'm interested in the business, there's your opportunity to grow your roots even deeper, right? To go sit with them one-on-one, to help them put together the list, to help them introduce you to know people so you can start again at square one and build 4, 5, 6, 7 more levels of depth in your organization. How deep are my roots? There are 3 key takeaways from this model of building, from this philosophy. 3 things that you're going to have at the end of building depth, at the end of taprooting. It's these 3 things. 1, you're going to identify leaders in depth. If you were to look at your business, you can't look at your business as a bunch of usernames, as a bunch of numbers. Those people are your best friends. Those people are your family. Okay? Those people are not a paycheck. Those are people that you're going to invest your time, your life into. Their success is equal to your success. That's what it's about. Identifying leaders, but also at the same time, forging true, real relationships. So that way, no matter what's going on in a person's life, no matter what's going on in a person's business, they're here more than just for the company. They're here for you. It's just like you're committed to them, they're committed to you. That's what this business is about. It's about creating a community and a culture of people who want each other to do better. People that are going to be there through the thick and thin, from beginning to the end. That's what this business is about. And you can see every single person on their way to success. There are many people in my business who've committed day after day, month after month, year after year, and today is their day, or tomorrow is their day, or next year will be their day, but they will have their day. We all cross the finish line at a different time, but we all can cross the finish line. And the final is to create your inner circle. To create your inner circle. Your inner circle is comprised of people within your organization who are not just the highest income earners, they're not the highest ranks, but people in your organization who have skill sets that you have not yet mastered. People you want to surround yourself with. People on your team who might not have an income level, but they have a skill set that you want. That's how you create your inner circle. You get better. These people are the people who make you better year after year after year. And some years you'll have to reevaluate your inner circle, and eliminate people who are pulling you down, eliminate people who are giving you negativity, eliminate people who are holding you back, and to replace them with someone else. And as your inner circle grows stronger and stronger, so do you. So does your character. So do your talents. So do your skill sets. And so does your income level, and so does your rank. The inner circle is what you can create by building in depth as well. I only want the best for you guys in this business. That's why I come here time after time, because I want to give you guys. My heart is full of gratitude for every single one of you in the seat today. I hope that today you learned something you could take back home to turn into action, to have the results you want in your business. I'm telling you, if you use this method of building, if you understand the Taproot and driving deck, you guys will have a rocket that takes off, and people will be out of belief, be in disbelief because of what you're doing in this business. I wish you guys the best of luck. Good luck, and God bless you. Thank you, Prague. Thank you.
Got a sticky and I keep it. That my dog plays. Girl,